Hey guys, how's it going? Token Vaping. So today's use review is actually a start of another line that I had the fortunate and privilege of meeting people at an expo. Their booth was being run by Mr. Madi Vape and Oh My What's Up. So if you're not following those two, which you should be anyway, but if you're not following them, definitely give them a follow. Amazing people, real funny, real down to earth, passionate about vaping, just great all around people. So this was a huge honor. The company is Nitro's Cold Brew, and it says coffee. They do have a coffee flavor in their line, which I will review as well. This one is salted caramel. Now, this one is from the Cold Brew Shakes line that they have, and it is a salted caramel. So as you can see by that picture, it's basically designed to be a salted caramel milkshake. It does have the vanilla bean ice cream, which is a more real, authentic ice cream flavor than just regular vanilla. It's a vanilla bean, so it's going to have a much richer taste to it. And then there's supposed to be a hint of graham cracker in there. So we're going to jump into that. I'm going to see how it is. And there is something unique that they do with their line that's a little different than a lot of others that I've tried. So I definitely want to see how it plays out in this vape. So as you can tell, as always, got fresh cotton in my coils. Always do for you guys. It's the least I can do. But it is Texas Tough, and I do remember the wrapper this time, the Tough Wicks. Just originally called Texas Tough. I still refer to them as that. Changed the name to Tough Wicks. Same great quality products, same amazing cotton, real easy to work with, little to no break-in time. So it's just always great. And I basically have been using it ever since I first tried it. It's been a few years now, and I really enjoy using it. So definitely check that out. I always put that link in the box next to the like and subscribe button. Definitely click those if you would be so inclined. So now we're going to jump into this. As you can tell, there's a 120 ml bottle. 100 ml, I apologize, it says it right there. I should just read it. 100 ml bottle, and it does have a stout, stocky security ring right in here. So we're going to crack that open like that. And then it has a pretty nice angled tip point right there. It's not usual, the fatter triangle style as a lot of other bottles use. This one does make it a bit easier to direct your juice. Very interesting smell to it. I definitely get that vanilla bean smell off of that, which is definitely nice. Now, with the caramel in this, I'm going to be really looking to see if it's really strong, because I'm not a huge fan of the overly sweet flavors, especially if it tastes like there's a lot of flavoring to it. So like, I don't eat a lot of candy, so I'm not big on the huge sugar taste. So if this flavor, the caramel is more pronounced than the rest of it, it's probably going to be a little bit of a downer for me. But I do want to see how it compares overall in the flavor as compared to some other ones that I've tried, and to see how this gives the whole milkshake appeal, because that's the goal that they're trying for, is to get that vanilla milkshake caramel overall flavoring to that, which is why I believe they went with the vanilla bean instead of just trying to do a regular vanilla flavor. Let's do a quick hit on that. The burn off smell on it is very, very nice. You definitely get that vanilla bean, and I get a slight bit of caramel out of that smell. So definitely try this out. This is salted caramel from the Nitro's Cold Brew Shakes line. Here we go. Okay, so what I was looking for, that I've heard a lot about, it just hit. Now, something that they do differently in this line, they incorporate a cooling sensation, because when you have an ice cream milkshake, it's going to have that very strong cooling effect to that because it's cold ice cream. They've duplicated that in this flavor. The thing is, they don't use mint or menthol to get that. You don't smell it. Like, you won't smell, like if you have a mint or a menthol flavor, you smell that when you're smelling the flavor. You do not smell it in this, but you definitely feel it when it hits. It has a very refreshing cold style hit to your throat. I'm not a mint or a menthol fan, so if it was one of those, I would definitely know, and it would hit me in a way that I would just be like, this isn't something that I can vape. This is a little different. I don't know specifically how they do it. I believe it is a trade secret, which it definitely fits. It would be fitting to do that, or else everybody would be trying to copy it. But when you vape on this, you are definitely going to get hit with that cooling sensation, the same as you would when you take a couple of good big sips off of a freshly made ice cream milkshake. You get that very strong cooling effect to your throat, and they've duplicated that in this flavor. Okay, so I did the re-drip, and as you all know, I do that mainly just because I want to make sure that, because it is new cotton, if there is something that is a bit overpowering on the beginning of vape of that it's not the way that it's supposed to be, if it's too much, or if I don't get enough of a flavor, it's because it hasn't fully soaked into the cotton yet. And I do a re-drip just to try to make sure that I'm getting everything out of the flavors that I need, so that I don't tell you something that is a bit different, or that I don't go back on it and go, oh, that is different. I should have said that from the beginning. Flavor wise, that cooling effect definitely hits. Now for me, it is a slight bit stronger than I feel it really does need to be. Some people might really like it because of how strong it is, so it gives them that feel of a mint or a menthol style without actually having it in the flavor. But for me, it is a bit stronger than I would like. I feel it does mask the flavor a slight bit, because that's what you end up focusing on. Now, I will be using it a bit more, so if that does mellow out a bit, I will update the comment box below to let you all know that. The vanilla bean you definitely get, and I really do like that vanilla bean flavor. I've tried it a few other times, and I've become a really big fan of that, just because it has a very more real vanilla taste to it. If you've ever used actual vanilla beans in a recipe, you definitely can taste the difference between that and using just like a regular vanilla flavoring. The vanilla bean has a much richer taste, and it's just much more flavorful in everything that you use it in. The caramel, the sweetness of that, I do get. It's more of an undertone and on the tail end of this flavor. I feel it should have been a slight bit stronger. And again, it may just be because I haven't vaped this thoroughly through, as you all saw, but I am already tasting it. So it is there. But I'm okay with it not being overly strong or a standout punch to your taste buds. As I said, I'm not a big fan of the overly sweet or overly the sugar type taste like that, so I'm glad that they didn't go overboard with that. The graham cracker, I don't know if it's meant to be just like an additive or just an accent of the flavor. That I haven't really picked up on. I don't know if it's meant to be as strong in the flavor as the other two, or if it's just meant to just kind of be a little add-on, just to add something a little different to the flavor itself. But that's the only part of the flavor that I feel is a little bit on the weak side, that you may or may not pick up on when you vape it. But overall, if you are looking for something a little different, but you're still looking for a flavor that you're comfortable, or especially if you like milkshake flavors, if you like the vanilla bean type flavor, if you like a more desserty type flavor, definitely try out Nitro's Cold Brew. This is the first flavor that I've tried out of this line to review, and I'm definitely taken with it at the moment. That cooling effect that they've done with this without using mint or menthol is very impressive to me, and I'm very impressed with that. Like I said, it's a bit strong for me, but it's on a different level as a mint or a menthol in general. Mint or menthols I can't vape very much at one time. This I could see still vaping, even though that does overtake it a little bit for me. But overall, it is a great flavor. It's very unique in its style by using that cooling effect. Definitely try them out if you have not already. They are on Instagram. I believe they have a Facebook, and they also have a website. Definitely check them out. As always, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to stop by and check out one of my review videos. I am forever grateful, and I'm humbled by all the love and support that I receive for that. Never give up on fighting vaping rights. Always give support. Let your voice be heard. Join the community. We need to keep fighting for our vaping rights as much as we can everywhere. Until next time, always truly love yourself. Vape on, vape strong, guys.